Hello, my Aries, and welcome to your May mid-month love tarot reading. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be looking at the themes that you'll be going through for the next 2 weeks in love from May 17th to June 1st. And just keep in mind that you can check your sun, moon, and your rising or Venus sign that is directly linked to love, because not all Aries will resonate with this message. Bear with me while I get messages out for my people who are single, separated, and in partnerships. So let's get into it for my Aries. What's coming out for my Aries? Aries. For love for May. Aries in love for May 17th to June 1st. All right, Aries. So, Aries, your first card out is you. Wow. Lead, the Emperor. Aries, this is your card. And your second card out we have is refusing to see. This is the Two of Swords. And underneath your next card out, we have Detach. This is Justice. Card 11 belongs to the sign of Libra. All right, Aries. So what I see right away is that you may have dealt with something recently in your love life that has karmically gone in your favor, but I don't feel like you see that just yet. So for a lot of you Aries, you may have dealt with something that you may have to had made a decision over with this refusing to see here as the Two of Swords. This person is blocking out deciding, and Aries, this could be you or it could be the person that you're dealing with, but we're going to get into more in depth. But it looks to me like my Aries have received some type of karmic balance in their life that I'm not sure you are that aware of, that it was in your favor, if that makes sense. Like something may have happened to you where you're just like, oh, okay. But it happened for you. I'm getting that sense. Because with refusing to see here, he just has to look up and he can see, but he's just looking down because he doesn't want to. So let's see what else is coming out for my Aries here. What's coming out for my Aries for May 2020, the second half of May. Second half of May for my Aries. All right, Aries. Okay, Aries. So underneath lead, which is the Emperor, we have Strength. This is the card of Leo. And underneath refusing to see here, we have the Ace of Wands. And underneath Detach, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, Aries, so right away I see here that you have been hurt in the past in your love life. And the only reason why I say this is because you have Strength to the Emperor. So Aries, this is you. So the fact that Aries needed strength just shows me that they got hurt. So you were hurt in the past, or you just recently have been through this, but this was your first two pairs out. So I would say this probably happened to you in the past. And I do feel as though you've been pulling back your energy extremely. And, you know, for an Aries to do this coming through as the Emperor, it just shows me that someone definitely hurt you in a way. And if this is not you, Aries, that has pulled back your energy in love, then this is the other person. And you may have hurt them. So let's see what else is happening here for you, Aries. I do see you have the Ace of Wands here, too, refusing to see. So I feel as though, Aries, you are going to be getting a passionate new beginning, a passionate offer from someone. And I don't know if it's whom you want it from or the offer that they give, if that makes sense. I feel like maybe you didn't want a wand, maybe you wanted more of a pentacle or a cup, but it's kind of like you don't even want to look at this wand. For some of you or others of you, you're making a decision to come towards somebody and give them this Ace of Wands. And Aries, you've been pulling back your energy from this person for a while. And I feel as though with detach here this is justice to the Six of Swords. So Aries, it looks to me that karma is balancing in your favor to give you peace, to help you heal. And I feel as though for my Aries that have gotten hurt, by month's end, you're going to be on this little boat and you're going to be going towards calmer waters, a more peaceful thought process, no more negative thoughts. I mean, not that you'll never have a negative thought ever in your whole entire life, but something has caused you pain, Aries, that regards in your love life. And by month's end, you're going to feel a lot more healed than you feel now or have been feeling. With this Ace of Wands here, Aries, it shows me that you're going to be receiving an offer or giving an offer. I'm going to say for a lot of you, it's going to be receiving one. But a lot of you also, it could be giving one because of the choice that comes with that card. So refusing to see is the Two of Swords, which is this man has a choice. He must put down one of these swords and make a choice on how to go about things. So Aries, if you're going about giving an Ace of Wands to somebody that maybe you've been pulling back from or they've been pulling back from you, I feel as though the person who has been hurt is the one who may be the one receiving this. And I feel as though that's why they're kind of like weary about it. So Aries, you possibly could have pulled back your energy from somebody and caused them anxiety. And then when you come back around with this Ace of Wands, they're like, oh my gosh, like I want to give in to Aries because I want to heal this, but I don't want them to hurt me again. So Aries, you'll know which one is you. For my people in partnerships, I feel as though the person who has always lead the Emperor, could be you, Aries, could be the other person. The person who has always been leading this union is extremely pulling back their energy. And I feel as though for my people who are in partnerships, one of you is coming with this new sense of passion, but like I feel like the other person like isn't paying attention to it just yet. I feel like they're like, well, you pulled back your energy so heavily and then you come with this Ace of Wands and I'm just supposed to accept it. You know, for my people in partnerships, like maybe somebody has been just like off, or they just been not showing their love to you or their passion to you as often, and it took you, Aries, to pull back your energy and just be all like standing in your power, like I'm not going to budge, for them to be like, okay, Aries, I'll give you the Ace now. You know, like I feel like some of my Aries are like, well, why did it take me to do that for you to give me this? So you'll know what message is for you. But let's see what else is coming out for my Aries in love. Because nonetheless, there's an offer on the table. So, is this the offer that's Aries wants? I don't know. Does Aries still want passion? You ask yourself, Aries, do you still want passion? Or do you want more stability, more love, more like a healthier thought process with somebody, you know? Sometimes people don't care about like how you think, and they'll be like, okay, well, I know if I don't answer my Aries, they're going to think this, but it's okay. Or I know if I do this, my Aries isn't going to like it, but it's okay. You know? And then once Aries is like, well, you know what? I can't deal with this, and they pull back, this person's coming through like, hey, sorry, here's your Ace of Wands. And a lot of you Aries, it's up to you on whether you accept this offer or not. And for my Aries who are giving this offer, it's up to them if they accept this offer or not. But nonetheless, I do feel as though you are going to be moving into an extremely better state of mind where you're going to know that karma was in your favor, and you may have not thought that before, but I feel like this ace coming through is going to prove to you that, oh, wait, karma is turning in my favor. All right, let's see what else coming out for my Aries for the second half of May. For my Aries for the second half of May. I don't like how that light looks for my Aries. For the second half of May. For my Aries. For the second half of May. Let's see what else is coming out here. All right, Aries. Your first card out is we have, there you are again, the Fool. Aries. Wow. Right in the beginning too, in your beginning rows, your first rows here that you have these cards. Which is showing me that Aries, something big is changing for you in your love life. Something that... Sorry, Aries, I just wanted to move that light. All right, so we have the Fool, which is you. So this is showing me, Aries, that whatever you have been through in the past in love, you are on a whole new journey, which is why I also get the sense of this Ace of Wands being on the table for every Aries. So that is like a super specific message here with this ace. So your next card out underneath that Ace of Wands is the Nine of Cups. There you go. There's that satisfaction that you're giving someone or you're receiving. And underneath this Six of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles. There you go, sitting in a much stabler foundation, a foundation where you aren't going to be letting those negative thoughts and fears and doubts get to you anymore. So Aries, it looks like to me that whether you're giving this offer or you're getting this offer, nonetheless, it's going to be giving somebody, whether it's you or the other person, Aries, an extreme wish fulfillment here. It's not going to be like the thing that you have been wishing for your whole life, but it's going to be a moment of satisfaction for you, Aries. And I feel as though for a lot of you, it could be somebody who has strong earth in their chart, someone who is extremely grounded, someone who maybe is not that emotional or maybe not that passionate. But I feel as though, Aries, for a lot of you, this is you sitting in this King of Pentacles power after going through all of this extreme hurt and pain that you have dealt with in the past. But Aries, no more. You have the Fool here. You're on a new journey in your love life. You are taking the risk. And I feel as though, Aries, your energy is coming out so strongly that a lot of you, Aries, like, are really going on a whole new, like, a lot of you are starting from zero. You know what I mean? So let's see what else is coming out here for my Aries. For my Aries in love. Because nonetheless, this person who hurt you in the past, I feel as though they could be the ones coming back with this Ace of Wands, causing you, Aries, to feel satisfied. But I feel like, Aries, you're also sitting in this King of Pentacles vibe where you're like, you know what, I'm good, but I want to heal this, you know? So for some of you, Aries, you're not going to be accepting this Ace of Wands. You may acknowledge it, but you may not go through with it. But we're going to see what happens here. What else is coming out for my Aries? For my Aries who are giving this Ace of Wands, I do see this person finding extreme wish fulfillment over getting this ace from you, Aries. And it's going to be having them sit in the power of feeling, you know, like very stable, like, ooh, I got it. Because, you know, Aries, like, maybe you pulled back your energy from them a lot. And when you come back around, they're like, oh my gosh, like, my Aries still thinks about me. You know, that could give somebody that, like, feeling of stability. And Aries, if this is not that other person, this is you feeling that I'm good on my own. I'm good. I know how to nurture myself. I know how to be abundant on my own. The King of Pentacles has the key to success, the material key to success. So Aries, nonetheless, I feel as though in love, you're going on a new journey, but you've been financially good on your own always. I'm getting that. So underneath the Fool here, we have the World. Yes, Aries, you went from the first card in the deck to the last card in the deck. You have a huge accomplishment in your love life coming. And I feel as though it's coming because of the pullback you did. Because of that energy control that you had. You were like, you know what? No, this person is continuing to hurt me. I have to pull back my energy. And you know what? Aries, you start a new journey of accomplishment, of feeling of wholeness, of a feeling of like that you can do it, opposed to you can't do it. And underneath this 9 of Cups here, we have the 9 of Swords. There you go, Aries. That is that decision that either you have to make or the other person has to make. Because I do get a strong feeling of a decision here, but I'm going to comment on that in a second. I'm just going to pull out the last card here. Underneath the King of Pentacles, we do have the Devil. So what I see here is that for my Aries who are in separation, you have pulled back your energy strongly from this person, and you are going to be receiving this Ace of Wands from them. And you know what, Aries? It's going to cause you satisfaction, but it's also going to cause you anxiety, because I feel as though you may be like, well, do I let this Ace of Wands back into my life? Because it looks to me like it was a back and forth of being like extremely happy to like extremely like in your head and feeling that this is the worst of the worst that could ever happen to you. So I feel as though, Aries, you're going to be going back and forth when you receive this Ace. And that's why we do have refusing to see here. That's why we do have this 2 of Swords. That's why we have this decision. So for my Aries who are receiving this Ace of Wands from somebody who has hurt you in the past, it is your choice. It is your decision. I feel as though you're going to contemplate, Aries. But nonetheless, I feel as though this contemplation is because of how strongly tempted you feel towards this person, and vice versa. So Aries, if this is you stopping, pulling back your energy and going towards somebody, they're going to contemplate and they're going to be like, Aries leaves me. Aries leaves me, Aries comes back. Aries leaves me, Aries comes back. So Aries, maybe you've been an in and out person to somebody, or maybe this is somebody that you have been actually with and you're just deciding like, hey, like I want to be with you, or I want to see if this can work. So Aries, I feel as though if you're the one giving this little Ace of Wands to somebody, they're going to contemplate it. But nonetheless, I feel as though, Aries, the temptation they feel towards you is so strong that I feel as though they are going to want to move into calmer waters with you nonetheless. So even if this is you, Aries, receiving this Ace that you may be like weary over, like, okay, it's an Ace of it's an Ace of Wands, you know, like I would really appreciate an Ace of Cups or an Ace of Pentacles from this person. So I feel like that's why you're going back and forth, because maybe Aries doesn't want the passion anymore. Maybe they want the love. Maybe they want the stability now. Maybe they don't want that passion, sexual, flirty. I mean, of course you would want it, but maybe that was all it was. And you want more of that King of Pentacles feel, that like, I got you, Aries. You're my man. You're my girl. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be masculine, feminine. So nonetheless, Aries, whomever this person is receiving this, giving this Ace of Wands, or if you are the one receiving it, you guys are going to be moving into a lot calmer waters together for your own stability on your own. So that's why I feel like some of you, Aries, may not be like accepting the offer to, you know, have this new beginning. You may acknowledge it, but you may not accept it. For others of you, Aries, who are giving it, I feel as though this person's going to accept it because they feel so tempted by you. So Aries, you'll know if you feel this temptation towards the person who's offering, or if you know that the person feels this temptation towards you and you're the one offering. Nonetheless, I feel like balance is coming for you, Aries, and karma is going to balance in your favor, and you're going to know by month's end. And I feel like, Aries, you may have not known that before. But when this Ace of Wands comes and it gets you in this dual sense of what do I do? That's when you know that you need to put the balance. That's when you know that you have to make the choice. And Aries, for my people in partnerships, I feel like it's like the same type of message. I'm getting more of separation in singles, but for my people in partnerships, I feel as though maybe one of you has extremely pulled back your energy towards the other. And I feel like it's caused the other person to feel like they don't know what to do. So they also pulled back. So I feel like nobody knows what to do. So everyone's going back and forth. But nonetheless, Aries, I feel as though whoever didn't extremely pull back first is going to be the one to, who did extremely pull back first is going to be the one to put down the guard and be like, hey, I'm sorry that we had this little phase, this little thing that happened, you know, because like even if you're in a relationship, you still have those little moments of we didn't talk for a day, or we didn't talk for a couple hours, or we were going back and forth like this. So take it the same way for my people in partnerships, but nonetheless, the temptation for this person and to this person is here. The duel of the sense of how you feel about this offer is here. Do I let them get into my head again? Do I let this mental prison come back? Or do I just let myself feel satisfied and then sit back in this King of Pentacles? So, Aries, nonetheless, there's an Ace of Wands on the table, whether it's given to you or you're giving it. And karma is turning in your favor, and you are just going to be having that sense of feeling just a little bit more calm. I feel like you weren't feeling that calm. And when I say calm, I mean calm in your mental body, especially with this Nine of Swords here. So Aries, let's see what moon cycles we have coming out for you. Retrograde season is here. Eclipse season is here. So let's see what we have here for my Aries in love for the second half of May. For Aries in love for the second half of May. For Aries in love for the second half of May. May 17th to June 1st. All right, Aries. Let's see what we have here for you guys. Your first card out is we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini, which would make extreme sense because if you pull back your energy, that means that you guys are most likely not communicating as well as you normally would have. And okay, Aries, and we also have disseminating moon, time to breathe out. Yes, Aries. Oh, this goes perfect with your reading. Just, it's finally time for you to just be you and just like stop holding yourself back and take that leap of faith into that new journey of healing, that new journey of taking that risk, you know, just being like, you know what? I trust in spirit. I trust that karma will balance for me. I trust that I have been genuine and pure through my relationships. Take that time, Aries. Breathe. Everything is happening for you, not to you. And your last moon card out here is we have full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Wow, Aries. New moon in Gemini ends with full moon in Gemini. So that makes me, which is even crazier because we have a new moon in Gemini coming up. So, Aries, this is showing me that these next moon phases are going to be extremely important to your love life, especially since our next moon, new moon, is Gemini, and that was your first card out, and you ended up making it full moon by the end of your reading, which shows me that Aries, focus on this new moon energy, on what you, the new ideas, the new thoughts, the new patterns you want to bring into your love life, because by the full moon in Gemini, which would be 6 months from the new moon in Gemini, all of this will feel like just a memory to you, just something that you just had to go through. So take the time to breathe out. And you know what, Aries? Find comfort in knowing that things will constantly change. So I know sometimes that's alarming to hear. Like, what do you mean everything's going to change? But it's also comforting, especially in times where we're in pain. So, Aries, this is awesome. Take time to breathe out. The choice is in your hands. Because even if you're the one giving this Ace of Wands, you still make the choice to give it, you know? And Aries, if you're the one who is receiving this Ace of Wands, you have the choice on whether you want to accept it or not. But nonetheless, karma is here. Healing is here. The answers you need are coming, Aries. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can DM me on Instagram or you can email me in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed your reading and I can't wait to see you for your next read. Bye, Aries.